what's up guys, it's me Samantha Lee and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be talking about my top 5 fandoms today. And they're not all books, so don't bite my head off, but they're my top go-to fandoms. And I don't know what's going on with my hair right now. Okay, so let's see if I can do this without ruining my setup here. Yeah, no. Okay, let's see. So I have a Supernatural shirt on. It says the whistle makes me their god. It's from the episode when they go and be teachers or whatever. And I set up these little buttons I found at AWP last year. So anyway, I'm going to start with number 5. Ugh. Number 5. Rainbow Rowell movies. Wow, I can't even function today. Rainbow Rowell books. My first one that I read was Fangirl. Loved it, devoured it. And then I read Eleanor and Park. Great. Let's see. Then I did Landline. And I think I have Attachments and Carry On my Nook. So I'm going to read those. And I have the regular Fangirl on my invisible shelf up there. Then I have the special, can't see that. Let's see, special edition Fangirl that I believe is signed. I'm stepping on something sharp. That did just mess everything up. Okay. So I love that, love her, love how she represents girls, love how it's written. I'm just obsessed with it. Number 4, Hannibal, not the TV show, the books. Basically, when I was in high school, I would watch Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal on the director's cut and the special features whenever we had snow days. I would just sit by my heater that's right down there and just watch them over and over and over again and just read and do stuff. My finger hurts. So, yeah, I love it. I love the movies. I really it's hard because I really like the dynamic of Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster. It's really interesting for that one, but I definitely like Julianne Moore in Hannibal because I love Julianne Moore and I love Anthony Hopkins, so it's I'm really mad that they didn't follow the book for the end of that movie because I love how it ends, but I guess, cinema and stuff. But Hannibal was probably the second fan fiction kind of stuff that I started reading, besides my second ranking fandom I'm in. Let's see, 3, Orange is the New Black. I really resisted watching this show for a long time, and I'm not really sure why, because as soon as I started watching it, I fell in love with that shit. Like a lot of people that I know, that I'm friends with, I'm so over the whole Piper thing. Okay, we got your story, whatever. And I actually saw Piper Kerman speak at the university that's near me, and it was interesting and all, but it was kind of okay. Bitch went to jail with pretty much Martha Stewart. So, not that impressed. But, I think the dynamics on the show are really interesting, and they just renewed the show for 3 new seasons. And, spoiler alert, at the end of season 3, when Blair Brown comes in, and she's a cook, and she's a redhead, and she's sassy, I'm really worried for my girl Red, because Red is my homie, Red is my favorite. I have a Red Tumblr, where my friends and I, who also like Red, write fanfiction about her. Now, most of it is Healy and Red fanfiction, but I love it, and I love the character dynamics, and my one friend texted me when she found out, she's like, he's literally the grossest person ever created. Hi, Jess. But I just like the dynamics, and I'm really interested in baby boomer romances, Nancy Meyers' Something's Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton, and I think that the cultural differences between Red and Sam Healy are different, and I think that season 4 should definitely have some bow chicka wow wow. for them because, like, the sexual tension is growing. And even though she says it's, like, to get her kitchen back, like, there's obviously something there. They've been there pretty much the whole time together. So I'm really interested how that's going to go. And I'll link that blog down below. Let's see. Number 2. Of course. Ow. Nope. There we go. Harry Potter. Harry Potter was like the first big, like, chapter books that I read. Shout out to Bunny. I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. I'm not going to be able to do this, but let's see if I can. This is not going to work. Okay, I'm watching Shane Dawson right now. I have Hogwarts sweatpants from Hot Topic. They're actually dude sweatpants, but, you know, I don't give a damn. They're comfy and I love them anyway. And I'm a sweatpants person, so. Oh, now I can't get my shot in here. Sorry about this. You know what? Not sorry. I'm not working today. I ain't doing shit today. I ain't gonna put on makeup. I need to put on real pants today, guys. But back to that. One of my first fan fictions that I wrote was Harry Potter. And that was, I believe, Draco and Harry. Yeah. And then that was really what got me into the fanfiction world, into fanfiction.net. Ugh. And then I really like Professor McGonagall. I love Maggie Smith, so I was just drawn to her. I definitely like the whole fact that she's kind of like Hermione's, like, school mom. Like, I've had school moms, like, in college especially, you know, like, you're away from home, and you have someone that you click with that is also your teacher, who then kind of turns into, like, your mentor. Like, if you're not in college yet, try and find that person. It doesn't matter if it's not in your major. It doesn't matter if it's not your advisor, not your major, you've never had him before, because literally, one of my, like, I didn't think about doing this, but impromptu, one of my, like, favorite, like, she's a professor where I went to school, but, I never had her, like, sent me this card for Valentine's Day, and she sends me fun little stuff. Like, I have a pink fan. Let's see, where is that? She sent me this little thing. It's like a magnet on top of the flower and then a magnet underneath the butterfly. She's made me a scarf. I love her to death. She's sassy. I love it. She's like this tall, so I can just like, anyway, yeah, find your school mom. It doesn't have to be like Minerva McGonagall. It can be like Severus Snape if you're into that for like a bro. Number 1. This is gonna sound really weird, but my senior year of college, one of my friends, my Jess, Jess and I got to be really good friends, and she lived down the hall a few doors and then down like 4 steps. So we got to be really good friends and hung out a lot, and we got into watching horror movies, and I'm probably gonna do like our top 10 horror movies at some point. But today I want to focus on my fandom. So she writes fan fiction, and I write fan fiction. And we kind of like hooked up as friends, and then we realized we both write fan fiction. And I'm going to ask her if I can link her Archive of Our Own AO3 page. She's really into Orphan Black. She posts a lot. Like, this girl, like, she can make a freaking career out of fan fiction, and I love her, and she's my best friend. But she told me one time, because we nerd out together a lot, she told me one time that there is this thing called real people fan fiction. And it's basically how it sounds. It's real people, but fan fiction. So, like, right now I'm watching Shane Dawson. You can't see it because I kind of smudged it out. But, Shane Dawson, there's YouTuber fan fictions. Ooh, excuse me. There's actor fan fiction, president fan fiction, there's any kind of fan fiction. So my number 1 fandom that I'm in, that I love and that I've neglected, I'm gonna post a video onto my Tumblr for them soon because I'm so sorry I haven't updated recently. My number 1 fandom is like the British royal family, but more specifically my favorite is the Duchess of Cornwall, Camilla. My mom totally disagrees with me, but I was like, I was like 6 or 7 when Princess Diana died, so I had no idea, like, who she was or what had all gone down. When I was growing up, though, like 2005, I actually skipped school to watch the royal wedding and didn't realize that Britain is like 6 hours ahead of us. So, but I read a bunch of other stuff and watched a bunch of other videos and stuff, so it was alright. But yeah, I mean, after that, that was kind of like my, she was kind of like my Princess Diana, and she does a lot of work for charities. I think she's gorgeous. She's like, I'm gonna get grief for this, but I'm pretty sure she's like 69 now. She's almost 70. Like, if I look that good at like 50, I will be happy. She's got like killer calves. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a small sect of fandom devoted to her calves and her legs. But she does a lot of charity work for a lot of things that I believe in, like literacy, sexual victims, like rape victims, and horrible things like that. But she's trying to, help the world. And she does a lot of her stuff in the background. She doesn't want to be like super, super public about it. And from everything that I've ever read of her, she's super, super nice. She's super sweet. I've kind of been looking for it, but I had written her a letter. I can't remember if it was for their anniversary or after the tragic death of her brother Mark. And the Shand family is a very close family. But I have gotten I want to say it was a Christmas card. And then I got a kind of generic one this last time that I sent her, but that's okay because I still love it and I love the dress that she's wearing in that picture. But I have a friend in Germany, Tanya. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I just butchered that. But I have a friend in Germany that pretty much gets like handwritten responses from her, like every time she writes her. So I think that's so cool. And like, I love you to death, but I think you broke like the cardinal rule of like real people fiction, is that like you told her we have Tumblrs. So now I'm like always afraid, like when I go to write like stories or something, so I'm like, what if Camilla reads this? What if she doesn't like it? Then I'm like, what if she does like it? Like, does she have a secret account? I don't know. So anyway, that's my top 5 fandoms, and I'm going to add another one because this took me like 20 minutes to figure out like which ones are my top 5. But I'm going to say that like coming in probably in 5th with Hannibal is Supernatural. I got addicted to the show, and then I got my sister addicted to the show, and I'm pretty sure my sister's having her boyfriend watch it now too, so that's really cool. We actually, was it last year? We've been, between my sister and I, we're the only two, we've been doing like themed Christmases, and one year we did like Supernatural, and for the life of me, I can't entirely remember, but I got her like Bobby's Journal of Supernatural, or like there's a Supernatural book of like Bobby's Journal, and then like the Winchester Journal, and I have like the mythology of the Winchesters that I found at my college's bookstore for like $3. I was like, yes. So I love it. I have to catch up. I got to like, I don't know, season 6 or 7, and I kind of like, that was kind of when I really started like focusing on my schoolwork and stuff, so I didn't really keep up with the rest of it. But I will binge watch. I start binge watching the first parts, and I'm like, I've seen this episode 25 times. So yeah, let's see how much, this has been 15 minutes. Oh my god. I make such long videos. I'm going to try and edit some of this out. And I'll put the links in the doobly-doo down below, my fanfiction links, and possibly my friend AO3 links. If you guys want to check her out, send some love her way. She's an amazing person. She has really bad anxiety, but like this chick does so much stuff that like I would not be able to do if I had that level of anxiety. I love her. I miss you. I want to see you again, and I want to see Kitty. And I'm gonna go. Peace out, guys. Oh Jesus! I don't know where my button was.